Fusion Mobile, quality e-learning experience on the go.
Law of agency. An agency can be defined as a legal relationship that exists between two parties when one called the agent is employed by the principal. We have the universal agent, general agent, special agent, del cadre agent, commission agent, de facto agent, broker, auctioneers, advertising agent, manufacturer's agent, shipping and forwarding agent. The universal agent is an agent who has unrestricted authority to enter into a contract on behalf of the principal. He may even perform acts that his principal could have performed. This kind of agent is appointed by a deed known as power of attorney. The general agent is an agent who has the authority to act in all matters of a particular business. He can perform any of the duties which are within the scope of a particular business entrusted to him. For example, an accountant. A special agent is an agent appointed for a particular purpose, normally not part of his normal business activities, and is therefore given only limited powers. The del cadre agent is an agent who undertakes to indemnify the principal against any loss arising from the failure of the people to pay for goods sold. He receives in return extra remuneration which is higher than all other agents. A del cadre agent guarantees payment to his principal for goods sold on his principal's behalf, and for which he receives additional commission known as del cadre commission. The commission agent is a merchant who buys and sells goods on commission. This agent usually exercises physical control over and negotiates the sales of the goods which are handled by him. The factor is an agent who is employed to sell goods delivered to him by the principal for a commission. He has possession of the goods and can sell in his own name. A factor can issue receipts on his own name. He can give the usual business warranties. The factor has the authority to raise money on security of goods. He can sue the principal for commission. The agent can grant credit to the buyer. The broker. The broker is an agent who brings the principal into a contractual relationship to buy or sell goods or services with a third party. He links the principal with the third party and receives commission termed brokerage. They can be found in the stock exchange market, the insurance industry, etc. A broker has no line on the goods. The broker does not possess the goods. He collects commission called brokerage. He has no power to pledge the goods. He cannot sell in his own name. Differences between a factor and a broker includes: a factor has possession of the goods, while a broker is not in the possession of the goods. A factor can sell in his name, while a broker cannot sell in his own name. A factor has a general line on the goods, while a broker has no line on the goods. A factor has power to pledge the goods, while a broker has no power to pledge the goods. A factor can be held liable for the goods, while a broker is not liable if the buyer defaults. A factor can issue receipts on his own name, while a broker cannot issue receipts on his own name. Auctioneers are agents authorized or empowered by the law to sell goods for their principal at a public auction to the highest bidder. An auctioneer has a line on the goods for his charges. He may or may not have the goods in possession. The auctioneer can act as agent to both the seller and buyer by implication. An auctioneer is licensed to sell goods on auction to members of the public. Advertising agent. Advertising agents are agents whose roles include assisting the firm in planning and executing their advertising programs. More specifically, the agent advises clients on advertising strategies, creates advertising copy, supervises advertising production, and buys airtime and media space to place their clients' adverts. The manufacturer's agents are representatives of firms chosen by a manufacturer to market its good in a certain area. The manufacturer will pay them commission and then represent more than one producer at a time. Sometimes they accept responsibility for any credit risk. Shipping and forwarding agents. These are agents that act on behalf of the principal to clear and receive goods from the seaport or airport. The agent will arrange for the delivery of the goods to a particular place through the air, land, or sea. Agents can be appointed by necessity, by ratification, by implication, by estoppel. An estoppel arises when somebody, by conduct or words, allows another party to believe that somebody is acting as his authorized agent even where no agency was intended. Appointment by ratification arises when the principal ratifies or approves the action of a person having no authority to act as his agent. He assumes all the rights and objectives under the contract. Agent by necessity arises when an emergency situation happens. When somebody who is in possession of another person's property has to do something to preserve the property, then we have agency by necessity. A good agent must obey or carry out all lawful instructions by the principal. A good agent has to exercise reasonable care, skill, and diligence in performing his duty. He must not misuse the confidential information in respect to the affairs of the principal. He must render an account to the principal whenever required. He must not make secret profit or accept bribes in respect of the agency. An agent must follow the terms of agreement of the agency. He must not delegate his duties to another party. The agent must keep proper account of all transactions connected to the agency. He must act in good faith and honesty by not engaging in any competing business to the detriment of the principal. He must not act personally, that is, he must not delegate his duties as an agent to someone else. An agent cannot vote on behalf of the principal. The agent cannot give testimony in court on behalf of the principal. An agent cannot execute an affidavit. Rights of an agent includes the right to retain goods, the right of resale, right of stoppage in transit, legal action, recovery of possession from the buyer, issue of ultimatum. The principal. A principal is the person who employs another person called agent to act on his behalf. The principal must pay the agent the commission or other agreed remuneration. The principal must provide all necessary facilities to the agent for proper execution of the contract. The principal must indemnify the agent for any expenses or losses incurred by the agent. The principal must not interfere with the efforts of the agent. The principal must follow strictly the terms of the contract of the agency. Rights of the principal include to sue the third party for damages. The principal can recover any secret profit from the agent. The principal can sue the agent for default. He can refuse to pay the agent his agreed commission. He can summarily dismiss the agent. Agency can be terminated on the grounds of frustration, performance, by breach, by agreement, death of the principal or agent, by completion of the agency, bankruptcy, by operation of law, by insanity of the parties. All these factors can terminate an agency.